All right, max velo lower body day here on this Monday. Again, we just got back from the track. At the track today, we did some different, some speed single leg bounds, some single leg cycle hops, and then we did some fly 10. First, we did some no arm sprints. So I did the typical hugging, a couple reps of that, about 20 yards on those. Then I found this broken piece of a hurdle that I just held over my head, kind of like a PVC pipe. So just get the no arms that way. Then did some fly 10s, 30-yard build, fly 10s. Super slow today. Yeah, so again, just another one of those days. I gotta get back on track there. But we move forward. Then we did some hurdles to repeat hurdle jumps. So over two hurdles, right into a bound or right into a broad jump. So before I did I think a lot, previous weeks I did broad jumps to hurdle jumps. I did depth drops to broad jumps to hurdle jumps. Now we're just doing hurdles to broad jumps, so it's kind of reversing that order. So that was our speed in power work at the track. Now we're back here. We're gonna try and see how cleans are feeling. I haven't done Olympic lifts in a while just because that shoulder, the back of the rotator cuff hasn't been feeling the greatest. But I think we're gonna try it out, see how we're feeling today. A lot of iso holds and things like that to kind of build that back up. So we're gonna see how that it's mainly that pulling and that impacting of the Olympic lifts that bothered it, and some like overhead pressing. But we'll see how it feels today. Again, this is a more speed explosive day, power-based day even with our lifts. So we're gonna focus on speed on these hang power cleans, trying to keep the speed. We'll see, probably about 2 meters per second, somewhere in there. See how they're feeling. See how we haven't done these in maybe like 2 months. So we'll see how they feel. Then we're getting in some rhythm, the rhythm lunge. So I'll have the kettlebell or a dumbbell, see what works best. That kind of switching, catching, rhythm lunge. We'll do some plyometric jumps lunge jumps with those, and some spinal movement. Then we'll do some, finish out with some other accessories. So here we go. Let's see how these feel. Let's see what the bar even feels like. Again, haven't done these in a while, so we're just doing the hang power clean. So light, fast. Should feel pretty good after that. I'm gonna try setting this up in the middle, see how this works. I can't remember if I heard if it was Blaine McConnell or Will Rattel talk about, one of them talk about setting the, I think it was Blaine talking about the VBT set up in the middle of the bar, because that's, again, at the ends you're not getting the most accurate reading, but again, if you set up in the middle, you can kind of get in the way too, so hopefully I'm not kicking it, but we'll see how it goes. We're going to stick there, I think, today, just because those are not as powerful as I want them to be. Right around 2, but not all of them above 2. But again, still getting rusty. It's knocking that rust off. Kind of getting back into these. Haven't done them in a while. So we'll go from here. I would have done the jumps with these. But again, it's so much easier to do the jumps there because I actually have room to jump up in the hurdles. I can go up in my spare bedroom, but it's only 10 feet wide, 11 feet wide, whatever, so I don't have, that's what, I can't do hurdles, I do a broad jump, I'd jump through the wall. So again, did the jumps there. We'll do some plyo lunge jumps with our rhythm lunges, but again, normally I would do jumps here, but just going to stick with the Olympic lifts today, just due to our setup. There we go. Damn, that one again. Alright, we're going to hit the rhythm kettlebell drop, so I don't have a regular kettlebell. Just have my handle thing, I think it's called the kettlebell handle, and got the weight plates on it, so we're just going to drop. Just nothing super forceful, just nice, rhythmic, explosive. Again, you could change them up to drop them like more forceful, that loud, that loud stomp. But I'm just kind of being a little bit more compliant, more relaxed. Just gonna be switching back and forth. Again, rhythmic. And we'll lunge jumps. I easily can hit my head. Plus, I got these stupid little. I'm gonna take these stupid things out. Hide them too, so the kids don't use them to try to poke each other's eyeballs out. So we're gonna jump up, lunge jump, land on here, drop down, just like repeat, quick. See how these go. And just bend in different ways. Probably should do these out in another room where I have a little bit of room. finishing up here, we're just gonna do a few sets of kind of speed RDL, so faster drop, explode up. So again, not super heavy. Again, trying to keep, work on attempting to keep it above the points. See how these are 0.7, 0.8, somewhere in there, average. Then we're gonna pump out some calves, some single leg calf raises. Heavy, but get a pump in there, and then we're gonna do hamstring curl, single leg on the foam roller iso holds. So curl it in, get some tension in there, get the hamstrings feeling good. All right, let's see how these bad boys go. Yeah, all 0.5. Yeah, it's just that it's that bouncing back into that is the going fast down and then fast up. That's challenging.